Okay, so this is my second attempt doing this video. What's up, guys? It's been a long time. It's been like, I don't know, many months after this whole thing that's still here. Um, I, I've been wanting to do a video for a long time. So I thought, why don't I do just a simple video where I put some floor polish on my figure here so to make his joint a little tighter. Yeah, it's been a really long time. I hope everyone is well. And I actually miss making videos. So especially with all this isolation and stuff with the virus, I'm going to be probably making a lot more videos in the future. So I'll be making videos about sculpting, dioramas, and figures. So sculpting will be ZBrush. So it's gonna be computer stuff, like sculpting on ZBrush, and sculpting also with polymer clay, because that's what I use usually, polymer clay for sculpting traditionally. So, but for this video, I'm just gonna do a simple fix it, because this figure is one of my favorite figures, but it came with a defect that when you move this leg, it just pops off. So a lot of people complain about this from the company, but this is a great company. I mean, they're making some really nice X-Men figures, and I don't want to complain about it, but it is a problem. And so I'm just going to use some floor polish, and the floor polish, I have it in here, this little bottle, and I'm going to apply there a little bit and try to fix it, see if it works. Hopefully it will. I did it on this one because this was also popping. So this figure was like really problematic when I first got it, because both legs would pop off. So yeah, but I really like this figure, so I'm just gonna fix it. And it's been such a long time to make a video on it. Bought a lot of other figures, mostly Marvel Legends so far. I've been buying Marvel Legends for the past like 6 months. I bought some Mayfex, and yeah, it's just been a crazy year, a crazy freaking year, man. So I actually miss making videos and doing stuff like that. And my phone broke. I had to get a different phone, and I couldn't really do videos on it. Let me hold for the siren. And yeah, I forgot what I was talking already. This is a really nice X-Men. I collect X-Men right now, so right now I'm collecting Marvel Legends X-Men. But whenever I see a really nice company make an X-Men, like a really nice one, I get it. So I got this one, I got the Wolverine. I plan on getting the Psylocke and the Gambit from Mayfex. I wish I could get all of them. Like Mezco made a really cool Cable and Gambit, but I can't get everything. So I'll just get my favorite ones, and yeah, and it should look really nice all together. I did pre-order the Sentinel, so I'll be getting that, the HasLab Sentinel. Yeah. So I think I said that I'm gonna be sculpting on this channel. So I'm gonna do some live sculpting. I'm gonna do maybe tutorials. It's gonna be mainly on sculpting figs. I have a lot of plans about that because I've been studying ZBrush. So I'll probably be gonna be doing some live sculpting on ZBrush and live sculpting on traditional clay. Not traditional clay, polymer clay, super sculpty, because that's my preference in sculpting. And like I did these right here. I did this Sentinel head in super sculpty. This is a cast. A really good molder made this cast for me, named Jeremy Mons. He's on Instagram. He's a really good caster. So he made these copies for me. And yeah, this is one of the first sculptures I've done in a long time. I also did this fire hydrant right here. And I did this also in Super Sculpting. And they're primed. This is primed. This is the original. This is not a cast. And I plan to cast this in the near future, and sell it just like I'm selling these in on eBay. Just look for Kairos1, just like the name on my YouTube page, Kairos1, and you'll find it. Or just type Sentinel Head 112 scale, and you'll find it for 35 bucks. I couldn't put it any lower than that because the costs of making molds and copies and material and all those kind of things and fees on selling on eBay, that's like the minimum. This is a really large piece. So this is really large, and it's really good for customizers to paint it and do all sorts of tricks, like put lights in the eyes. That's why I did it hollow inside. And I gave it a neck. So you can put the neck piece here with some silly putty and open and close, and you can have a switch in there for lights if you decide to put lights, or you can just have it open like this, laying down on your dioramas for your X-Men or Marvel Legends. So it's a really nice piece, and it's made out of resin. Okay, so let me get back to what I was gonna do. I'm gonna put a little bit of floor polish in here. So let me just change my glasses because I need glasses. And yeah, I'm gonna be using this piece of paper right here. So bear with me here. I hope the light doesn't go off. I have this terrible light that keeps switching off on me. And everything was just not set right. I gotta get new light and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna put some right here. Right there. Then I'm just gonna put it there and just rub it in there. Like that. Make sure it gets all over in the joint. Now for all of you guys who know anatomy, that's the joint they call the great trochanter. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so usually it doesn't dry like right away. You have to wait like a day and go back to it. I'm sorry, I missed the camera. I'm like, my mouth is right there next to the phone. So let me just try to put a little more. Just have to be really careful and not put too much, which usually that's what happens. Then with a little piece of paper, you clean off the excess. And so it's so cool, man. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers, and there's so many new people collecting figures 112 and 1/6 scale. It's really nice, and there's so many stuff coming out, man. It's crazy. It's hard to keep up. So right now I'm just collecting X-Men, like I said. Really cool X-Men figures. I plan to also, since it's gonna be a sculpting channel, I'm gonna do some dioramas because it's like sculpting, right? And they're gonna be just solely for me now. I'm not gonna try to sell them or anything like before in the past. So I'm gonna do some really nice diorama work for my X-Men backgrounds. And I might even buy, I just saw, because I just saw this diorama that GTP Toys is making for Star Wars, and it is the most beautiful sci-fi diorama for Star Wars that I've ever seen. And I think I might actually try to get that because I plan on getting Star Wars figures. Right now I'm just collecting X-Men, but in the near future I'll be collecting also Star Wars SH figure arts or Black Series, depending on which ones I like more. I'll get. So I think that diorama is beautiful. So I'm so glad that they the GTP Toys actually arranged some kind of deal, and now they're doing this like officially, and I'm really glad for them that and I'm really glad that I'm gonna be able to get one of these beautiful pieces. There's a deadline, December 13, I think it is, and so any of you guys who really want to get your really nice diorama for your Star Wars, I highly recommend that one. It has lights and everything. Like, it has a bunch of lights, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, just beautiful. I missed out on the first dioramas they made of like the inside of the Death Star, and hopefully maybe in the future I'll be able to get the pieces, and hopefully maybe they can remanufacture those pieces, and everything will be okay for them, and I'll definitely get them. But I totally missed out on it. So yeah, I'll be doing sculpting traditionally, and then sometimes I'll be sculpting on a computer and on ZBrush, is a program that the people use for sculpting. And I'll be just showing off like the latest new figure that I got, and that's basically what my channel is gonna be about now. And yeah, I think it's sticking pretty good. You just gotta check that you don't have any leaks, so when it dries you don't see some glossy streaks or globs on your figure. So yeah, just make sure that you look at the surface and there's nothing leaking on it. That happened to me the first time. I put too much in this one and it leaked all over, like all over here. I had to take the whole figure apart and clean it with the little Scott tissue here, with this piece of paper, and it was annoying, but it fixed this joint. So now I'm trying to fix this one, and yeah. And so for you guys who like sculpting and stuff, this channel will be great. I've actually been learning how to make joints, guys. So right now I'm like new to it. So in ZBrush, I was making a bicep joint, I was making an elbow joint, I made a knee joint, and so far I still gotta make one of these torso joints. And this one right here, which is so complex right here, this one, I don't know what you call this one. People call it the butterfly joint. So I'm gonna be learning how to make that. And I'm also making sculpts, like speed sculpts and heads. I just made a Hulk head. It's called the Immortal Hulk. Immortal Hulk. And it came out pretty nice, I think. And so you can see it on my Instagram. If you want to check out my Instagram, it's Kairos1 Instagram. Just like my YouTube says right there, Kairos. And if you can't understand the name, I'm gonna probably change the name of the channel to Sculpting Figs. So if you guys have any suggestions of a good name, you know, just type it in, let me know. But for now, I'm thinking maybe Sculpting Figs is a good it's a good name for the channel, because a lot of times in the past, a lot of people couldn't even say the name of the channel, man. Like, I chose this wacky name, I think, Kairos1. At the time I thought it was a really cool name, but a lot of people just don't get it, you know. And and I understand why they don't get it, because it's like so different. I chose that name because when I was into Gundam Universal Century, I used to watch a lot of Gundam from Japan, and there was this really cool series from Gundam called Stardust Memories, and there was this pilot, this really cool pilot called Kyrus, and he was the one he survived like the freaking battle and everything. He's the one that survives to tell the story. Sort of like the guy in 300, the guy that loses his eye and he tells the story of the 300. And so I thought, that's a cool name. Why don't I use it? But how did people just don't get that name? So, and I understand why, man. You know, because a lot of people don't watch Gundam, and they don't even know what Gundam is. And most people don't know what Gundam Universal Century is, Gundam UC. So, you know, I'll probably change the name from Kyrus 1 to Sculpting Figs, something like that. I had 2 or 3 names written down. I just can't remember them right now. Sculpting for Figs. So that might be the name of this channel for now. And I'll just be doing sculpting stuff traditionally and digitally. And yeah. So I think he looks pretty cool. I'll leave him here standing. Hopefully he'll be all right overnight. And close that. I have this really nice Weapon X guy here. Let me just take the phone. Sorry. So yeah, I have this cool Dr. Doom. I just got that like last week. I didn't want to pay a lot of money for him. I got him for 32 bucks. I wanted to pay retail or even less, but it wasn't possible. Kang, I had to get Kang. So I'm also getting a little what I call one-ofs. One-ofs they're not really what I collect, but it's like it's a nice figure. So I collect that one figure. So when I collect a one-off, it's basically a character that I really like, but that is not part of the normal thing I'm collecting. So these guys are one-offs, and basically I'm collecting X-Men. And this is just it had to be another one-off, but it's my favorite comic book of all time, The Dark Knight Returns, and it is an amazing figure. It is an amazing figure. I highly recommend this figure. It's so good in all areas. It's so posable, and it looks so good. I mean, it's just an amazing figure. So I highly recommend that. And yeah, guys, for now, this will be my working spot. I have some sculpting tools right here. And some sculpting glue here. And my Dremel. And it's a cooking pot there in case I need to cook something, like a piece of polymer clay. And yeah, this will be my table for now for the next future videos. And I'll be making a lot of videos because it's just been a crazy year. And I felt, you know, with all this isolation, I felt stressed out, really stressed out. And I just want to like feel like relaxed and just chilling and with my with my toys and just not thinking about any problems, you know. So yeah. All right, guys. So I'll probably be making a video very soon, and it'll probably be about sculpting something. And keep collecting, guys.